Now, a while ago, Stagg had a series of cymbals called Myra, and Myra they weren't only for heavy metal and rock, but that was really that was the rock range. They were fantastic for that, but unfortunately, they discontinued them. But not anymore. The Myra series has now been relaunched, and it's not just bringing back cymbals they used to make, they've actually been redesigned and tweaked. They're a rock weight cymbal, but they're available in two different finishes. We have the rock, which is like a brilliant kind of highly polished finish, and we have raw, where the top is un-lathed. The bottom is still lathed, but the top hasn't been. It doesn't make it dead and dry and kind of very muffled or anything like that. It just tames some of the absolute high frequencies. So those really harsh, sibilant sounding frequencies that you might get in this style of cymbal are kind of rolled off in a very smooth way. To me, the raw models are kind of like the mix-ready models. So when we tend to mix, especially when you're boosting top end on something like an overhead mic, you end up with some usually kind of harshness that you want to tame, and you might end up using something like a de-esser just to take away some of that sibilance. With the raw, you kind of don't need to do that. They have a very natural roll-off in the extreme top end, but they're not a dark sounding cymbal. They're still a nice, bright, powerful cymbal. They're just not harsh. The rock models with the brilliant finish are also not really harsh, but they are more present. They do definitely have a little bit more top end to them, a little bit more of a shimmer, and some people much prefer that, especially if you're buying this style of cymbal. You might want a more cutting, brighter sounding cymbal because you want something that really kind of pierces through. But one thing that these two cymbals have in common is they're very full-bodied. It's not just the top frequencies that we're talking about in the cymbal that makes it sound like this cymbal. They have a real weight to the sound, and oh my God are they loud, but in a really great way. It's not that you can't play these cymbals softly, but when you dig in, there's so much power that's there that you have access to. So that even something like the 17-inch crash really has some weight to it, and it can be like a main riding kind of crash cymbal. The ride cymbals are also very crashable, which everyone that knows me knows I hate to do, but it's cool that they can do it. And the hi-hats are really crisp and articulate, but very full-bodied. Now the China cymbals are very different to the previous Myra Chinas. They actually have a very kind of shallow flange to them. So when a China, if you think of the bowl shape and then it kind of curves over on that flange, there's not that much after it bends. What that makes is quite a rigid China, which kind of wants you to dig into it a little bit more to really make it open up. But then you get a very explosive, very aggressive China sound. And along with the Myra series being reintroduced, Stagg now have a snazzy new logo, which is going to be on all of their cymbals eventually, and it has started making its way across all of the different lines. I absolutely love this series of cymbals, and I've been using these on recordings for clients already. I've already taken them out and used them on shows. They are fantastic instruments, and I'm so happy to have them back. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed that track. I had a ton of fun making it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're told when I upload again. I'm going to upload lots of Myra videos as well as all the other ranges and cool stuff from Stagg. And don't forget, like the video, leave me a comment below to let me know what you thought of these cymbals, and I'll see you on the next one.